Now on CoastTV News.
We're seeing April showers once again this morning and more on and off rain today. Possibly severe weather later Wednesday with the first alert day. I'll track it all on Futurecast coming up.
It will help us to get more vessels in the water around the site of the collapse.
Bridge cleanup continues. You just heard Maryland Governor Wes Moore describing the priority in the post-collapse work effort.
Granary development signals Milton growth. We now know the next steps for the housing development proposal in the Sussex County town.
Replenishment review. After claiming it can no longer carry the financial burden of beach replenishment, DENREC set to review its plans today to Fenwick Island.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Paige Marley. It is Tuesday, April 2nd, 2024.
And if you're just joining us, last hour we had some gardening talk. Weeds.
Yep.
Here's my dilemma, Paige.
Yeah.
You know, the rainy weather during the week, can't get to my yard work. When the weekend comes, if we have nice weather, I'm usually planning something fun. So don't get to my work then either.
That's a good point. I was talking to my fiance about this over the weekend. We were like, how come we always got work to do after work? You know what I mean? I just want to chill after work, but there's yard work.
Yeah, I'd rather do my yard work during the work week and chill on the weekend.
That's a very good point.
That's how I roll.
Isn't that the dream for everybody? We all just want to have no yard work and just chill.
Yeah.
Unless pulling weeds, because like I said, that's therapeutic for me. I love it.
Paige, I got plenty of them. Please,
I should start a side business.
You could just come over, give you a cold beverage, pull some weeds.
I do like a good Diet Coke while I'm pulling weeds. We'll talk. Let's bring in Bob now, first alert meteorologist. Bob Trahi. Bob, when will we get a break from this rain?
You have to pick your spots, guys. You know, during those rainy breaks, I have been seeing people cutting their lawns. And yeah, you know, with this rainy pattern, it's tough to find those spots where you can get out there and work on the lawn. Now, we're seeing the rain filling back in this morning. So much of southern Delaware all of a sudden has the light rain, some moderate rain perhaps. Salisbury, Pittsville, also some of that rain moving in, and a solid shield of rain across the eastern shore from Bucktown up to the eastern area. Even some heavier rain around Skipton, and then heavier rain northern Delaware stretching back into western Pennsylvania. Even some lightning there. So yeah, we'll be looking at the showers again today, and it's chilly. It's raw. Temperatures in the upper 50s. We've got this easterly breeze, so we're watching these showers this morning. Make sure you have the rain gear. A stiff easterly wind by noon into the upper 40s to right around 50 degrees. It could transition to more of light rain and drizzle by the afternoon, but staying very chilly and kind of raw as we go into this evening. So yeah, kind of an icky ferry ride, shall we say. Not a meteorological term, but cloudy, drizzly, rain from time to time, and temperatures in the 40s with a stiff east wind, and maybe 50 by noon with showers.
Thank you, Bob. An update for you this morning as we continue our coverage of the Key Bridge collapse. Ships can now pass through the wreckage in Baltimore and access the Baltimore Harbor. Maryland Governor Wes Moore held a news conference on Monday to provide updates, making it clear that the priority is to recover the 4 remaining victims of the collapse and to open alternate channels for vessels trying to navigate around the wreckage site.
A temporary channel on the northeast side of the collapse opened earlier today. It will help us to get more vessels in the water around the site of the collapse.
Governor Moore also declared that the Francis Scott Key Bridge will be rebuilt.
Happening right now, blue crab season in full swing in Maryland. It includes the Atlantic Ocean off the Worcester County coast, as well as coastal bays, the Chesapeake Bay, and its tidal tributaries. To protect diamondback terrapins, however, crabbers must use pots with turtle reduction devices. These tools prevent those turtles from getting caught in the traps with the crabs.
New this morning, the future of beach replenishment in Fenwick Island. DENREC officials are expected to review plans to town officials. This comes after the agency claimed earlier this year that it is no longer in a position to shell out the $10 to $15 million needed annually statewide for these types of projects. DENREC will provide an update at Fenwick Island's Business Committee meeting. There is extra concern in that coastal community. In 2023, Fenwick Island's project was delayed. It took place later than expected.
Also new this morning, Delaware Technical Community College announcing a new partnership with William Penn High School. According to the college, it received funding, part of which will go towards a patient care technician and nursing pathway program. Up to 15 high school students will be able to secure 12 college credits before graduation. Deltec also saying students will earn workforce credentials that will allow them to take on jobs within the healthcare industry while still pursuing a college degree.
Developing news overnight in Milton. The town council has given the go-ahead for a big development called the Granary at Draper Farm. It's now ready to go and build just outside of the town. It would effectively double the size of Milton. Would like to note here, this development is no relation to Draper Media. The Granary at Draper Farm will bring just around 1,200 homes right on 450 acres on Sand Hill Road. When it's complete, you get some of the look at what the proposal looks like there. The developer got final approvals from town council to build the first phase of the project that would be 180 homes. As is usual, in cases like these, there are those who are opposed to the new development.
I really don't know what we're going to do with the highways, to handle it, the businesses we have now. And I really hate seeing the farmland go. And the farmland is really going.
The developer's engineer told CoastTV News that they want to start building sometime this spring.
If you have a seasonal business in Dewey, an important portal is now open for you. The Business License Payment Portal, now open with the new license year beginning May 1st. The town says rental property owners can get their rental licenses through this online portal right now. And if you've rented property between October 1st and March 30th, make sure to pay that accommodations tax by April 15th to receive your 2024-2025 rental license.
We move on, and we are seeing a big escalation in the Middle East. Iran claiming Israel struck an Iranian consulate in Syria, killing 2 top generals, raising alarms about a widening war in this region.
Yeah, this all comes after a tense hours-long virtual meeting between the U.S. and Israel. NBC's Bree Jackson shows us now what top U.S. officials are saying about the future of the war in that region.
U.S. and Israeli officials coming together for a virtual meeting that included Secretary of State Antony Blinken and National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan.
Obviously, you all understand how important it is to have this conversation. We've been very clear about our concerns about a military operation into Rafah.
Both sides discussed alternatives to the ground assault in Rafah.
Before you undertake a massive ground assault, you have got to move 1 million people out of Rafah. That's militarily unbelievably difficult, will take weeks, if not months.
After a 2-week raid, the Israeli military withdrew from Gaza's main hospital. Israel claiming senior Hamas operatives had regrouped there and were planning attacks.
Hamas should not be operating out of hospitals. We have said that. We've said that over and over again, and putting civilians at risk.
Despite protests calling for a ceasefire, Biden administration officials are defending sending more military equipment to Israel.
Keeping with that commitment, continue to be very direct and candid with Israel about how it is in their interests to use the articles of defense that we provide them, as well as weapons that they manufacture themselves, in full compliance with international humanitarian law.
The growing concerns about civilian deaths comes as the World Central Kitchen Aid Organization says 7 of its members were killed in the Gaza Strip while working on food distribution efforts. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
A follow-up meeting between the U.S. and Israel is expected as early as next week.
We're just getting started this hour of Coast TV News Today.
Coming up, rowing in history in Lewis, what you can learn at the newly reopened life-saving station boathouse.
Also ahead, construction coming to Ocean City. We're telling you about what could take the place of an old movie theater in the town.
And the temporary closure coming soon to the Lewis-Georgetown Trail. We'll tell you when you'll want to avoid the area. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
When shopping for a new vehicle, don't settle for the first vehicle you came in to test drive. Buying a car is the second biggest investment you'll make. A good dealership won't rush you into making that decision. They'll let you test drive as many vehicles as you need until you find a car that feels right. At Buchanan Subaru, we won't rush you because we want you to find the best car for you and your budget.
For more information from the experts at Buchanan Subaru, go to delmarvaexperts.com.
Dive into the extraordinary this spring at Bella Terrace Garden Center. Discover rare wonders, vibrant annuals, perennials, a wide range of native plants, and lush tropicals. With over 20 years of expertise, trust us to elevate your curb appeal. Explore our website and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for insider tips, inspiration, and exclusive deals that will take your gardening to the next level. Experience the possibilities at our garden center right off Route 16 between Milton and Allendale.
After numerous successful shower renovations, we've heard your feedback loud and clear. You're craving more than just a shower. You desire a complete bathroom transformation from Baths by Spicer Brothers. We're reimagining your entire space, from digital design to meticulous craftsmanship. Every aspect will be customized to fit your unique style and needs. And right now, save up to 20% off your new project, plus no payments and no interest until 2026. Don't settle for less. Call Baths by Spicer Brothers today because you deserve the best.
Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Rehoboth Beach is Delaware's premier restaurant. Located in Rehoboth Gateway, Blue Coast features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple food that highlights the coastal flavors of southern Delaware. With chef-inspired daily specials, an award-winning wine list, and an extensive list of ales and cocktails, Blue Coast is the perfect place for a night out or celebrate any occasion in our private library dining space. Blue Coast Rehoboth, open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner with plenty of free parking. See you soon.
Just about 6:11 on this wet Tuesday morning. Bay Health Cam, you can see the water dripping off the camera there. And yeah, it's raining for you up there in Dover and some heavier rain to your west. And general showers farther to the south have filled in across much of southern Delaware. We're also seeing the rain around Salisbury and Ocean Pines, and rain now into the eastern shore, and some heavier rain up towards Baltimore and the nation's capital. So we'll continue to see these showers rolling through with the heavier rain to the north. Another unsettled day, and we've got temperatures right now into the upper 40s. So if you're going out for a run, make sure you're wearing something water repellent. With the rain on and off this morning, it will be chilly too. Layer up, temperatures in the 40s to around 50 with a breeze as we go into the noon hour.
We have another closure at the Woodland Ferry to tell you about. According to DelDOT, the ferry will close tomorrow and reopen for normal operations on Thursday. Also, road work taking place later this week in Salisbury. The city says that a private contractor will work on road striping. It will start Thursday. Because of this, the city says that traffic will be closed on Isabella Street from Route 13 to North Division Street. Popular Hill Avenue will also be closed at the intersection of Isabella Street. Salisbury officials say the work is expected to be completed that same day. Do have an update on a popular biking and running trail in eastern Sussex County. The Delaware Department of Transportation says there will be a closure on part of the Lewis-Georgetown Trail. It is from Log Cabin Hill Road to Minus Connery Road for routine trail maintenance. This is taking place in less than 2 weeks. Section of the trail will be closed. Work starts Monday, April 15th through Friday, April 19th from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
OpenAI has unveiled a new artificial intelligence that mimics human voices. It's called Voice Engine. The tech only needs a 15-second voice sample to replicate it nearly flawlessly. OpenAI says it can be used for translations or to help people who have lost the ability to speak. But of course, there are also countless other nefarious uses. That's one reason the company has not released it just yet to the public. Well, it is the last night for a decades-old Las Vegas landmark. The Tropicana Hotel and Casino shutting down to make room for a new stadium for the Oakland A's. Monday was the last full day for the venue. The gaming floor was set to close at 3 a.m. this morning. The last guests there will leave by noon today. Still ahead this morning, a movie theater's out, new views are in. We're telling you what could come to Ocean City that has some locals disagreeing with the decision.
And we're starting to see a little bit of daylight on our Boardwalk Plaza. Cam, drizzle out here, some light rain, 47, another damp, showery day in store. And then we could see possibly some strong to severe storms later Wednesday with the cold front, as we do have a first alert day in the afternoon. I'll have the timing and impacts coming up in 2 minutes.
I didn't get the job.
Who knew that when we let a gringo in the family that he'd be the poor one? There'll always be a half Mexican, half Cuban Dominican who, if the lighting is right, can pass for Armenian.
Lopez versus Lopez returns tonight on NBC and Peacock.
You are the weakest link. Who showed up to the Battle of the Brains unarmed? You know how they say they'll look back at this and laugh? I don't think you will.
Weakest Link returns tonight on NBC and Peacock.
Hi, I just had to tell you Valley Casino has partnered with Bet Rivers in Delaware.
We've got lots and lots of exciting slots and table games to play.
With really fast payouts and a rewards program you'll love! Plus, with award-winning customer service, the excitement never stops. Is this awkward?
So get ready, casino fans. And Brittany. Bet Rivers and Valley Casino, together in Delaware. Download the app today.
The weather is brought to you by Spicer Brothers Construction. Born here to serve here.
It's tax refund season, so put your hard-earned money back into your #1 investment with help from Spicer Brothers.
Need a new lifetime roof, quality siding, energy-efficient windows, or even a beautiful new deck? We got you. Need new gutters or gutter helmet protection? We got you. Dreaming of a luxurious new bath or shower? We got you. Call today and learn how you can save up to 20% on your new project, plus enjoy no payments and no interest for 18 months.
Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
6:15 on this Tuesday morning. Here's a live look at Seaford. I don't know, it's dark there, obviously, for this time of day. I don't think we're going to see much sunlight as we move along towards the later hours of the morning. And Bob, I feel like there's only so many ways we can describe this dreary start to April.
I think so. Yeah, I think many adjectives would describe it. It is gloomy among other words. And I do want to talk about this special QR code, Matt, this solar eclipse QR code. You focus on that with your phone, get it in camera mode, and that will take you to a special page on our website. I'll have much more on the total solar eclipse coming up in about 10 minutes. We're watching the rain filling in now across Delaware, some heavier rain up into areas of Kent County and then farther to the north around Dover. Milford, Greensboro seeing some of the heavier rain as well. Southern Delaware, we're seeing a steady rain now filling in here and back into northern parts of Maryland, Ocean Pines, back through Salisbury. You're seeing the showers also back through American Corner and Easton, and then that heavier rain farther to the north, northern Delaware, Maryland, and even some lightning near Hagerstown, Maryland. Heavy rain around Philly, back up into Pennsylvania. So this whole mess continues to move to the east. We're kind of on the southern fringe of this. We have a stationary boundary that is to our south, so we're seeing all the action to the north of it, and that hooks up with low pressure across the nation's midsection. That could actually trigger severe weather in our neck of the woods tomorrow. More on that coming up, but we've got the rain this morning. I think this one batch moves out, and then much like yesterday, we move into the afternoon, and it's breezy, it's damp, it's chilly, temperatures near 50, some drizzle, and some light rain, and then I think as we go through the overnight, still a chance of showers, maybe an embedded thunderstorm as we go into Wednesday morning, and then Wednesday starts kind of showery again, maybe some rumbles of thunder. Then into the afternoon, wind sharply turns to the south. It gets mild, mid-60s. We have a cold front coming in, and I'm kind of shocked that this model does not have a line of showers and storms, but I think we will see that, and we do have a threat for severe weather, and then much colder behind this front, as we'll see 30s and 40s Thursday morning, and highs only in the 50s as we go into Thursday afternoon with scattered showers. It's a level 2 risk tomorrow, a slight risk from the Delmarva for us all the way down into the eastern North Carolina, where we have that slight risk of severe weather. And right now we're thinking a low chance of a tornado, maybe an isolated spin-up tornado, a moderate threat of heavy rain, moderate threat of wind damage, and large hail as well. So keep that in mind Wednesday afternoon from about 4 to 8 p.m. Could see another half-inch to inch of rain on top of what we've already picked up. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. We go from the 50s today to 65 Wednesday with that first alert afternoon with the heavy rain and severe weather possible. Lingering showers Thursday, 56. The morning start getting cold Friday morning, mid-30s. You want to protect your plants. Low 50s heading into the weekend, 57 Sunday. Right now the eclipse weather, not bad. A few clouds and 63. Much more on the solar eclipse coming up in a few minutes.
Bob, thanks. In Ocean City, the old Sun and Surf movie theater, it is no more, but the land that we're showing you here, cost is at a premium along the coast, and now something completely different is on the way.
CoastTV News reporter Kevin Zappé shows us what is being built in its place and why, for some there, the decision's a little controversial.
This empty lot used to be the Sun and Surf movie theater, but in the future, condos will stand here. Des Royston lives in Ocean City, and in just 4 years, he's seen a lot of change.
Honestly, I don't like it. I think there's a lot of condos in Ocean City as it is already.
Condos are already being built along 144th Street, and now construction is starting along 143rd Street as well. When it's all finished, the new construction will turn into 8 buildings representing 56 new condos, creating more places for people to live or rent out. Although new condos may help Ocean City businesses, people in the area are not so happy with the change.
I'm just not really a fan. I just feel like, Ocean City is a finite area, and when you keep building properties, there's nowhere to go. How much stuff can people actually, how many restaurants can you go to? How many putt-putt courses or bars can you go to? When it's already busy as it is, what else are they going to do?
Royston isn't the only one that feels this way. I spoke with a number of other locals who didn't want to appear on camera, and they told me that they miss the old Sun and Surf movie theater and that they feel like there's already way too many condos in Ocean City as it is. But on the other end, a local pointed out that with more people in the area means more money coming into Ocean City. With the condos still being built and underway, locals will have to wait and see when it will open and when the influx of people will be on their way. I'm Kevin Zapay in Ocean City, Coast TV News.
Up next, rowing and history in Lewis will tell you about the newly reopened life-saving station Boathouse. It's coming straight out of the 1880s. You want to see this. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
Get hooked on the freshness. For almost 40 years, Harbor House in Seaford has been providing fresh, local seafood. And today, we are still your one-stop shop for the freshest local seafood, plus amazing prime Black Angus beef as well. From filet mignon and New York strip, to ribeye and so much more. We've got all your favorite cuts. From land to sea, surf and turf has never been this fresh.
Harbor House Seafood, your surf and turf market.
Seaford, Delaware, and online at harborhouseseafood.com.
With all the choices of services on Delmarva, where do you even begin? Trust experts of various fields with Delmarva Experts. Sponsored by Kitchen Concepts Plus, Chesapeake Eye Center, Apple Discount Drugs, FLC Energy, Spicer Brothers Construction, Mattress Peddlers, Homewell Care Services, Robinson's Jewelry and Coin Shop, Delmarva Acupuncture and Wellness Center, Mast Audiology Services, Riptide Restoration, Delmarva Dave, and Buchanan Subaru. Visit DelmarvaExperts.com for various local professionals offering the best of Delmarva. Delmarva Experts, local experts right when you need them.
Welcome to Beach Barrels. No matter where you're from, you're always a local at Beach Barrels in North Ocean City. Enjoy great times and great vibes at our unique bar. Try our award-winning Primo Hoagies that are made fresh to order. Cheer on your favorite sports team on our numerous big screens. Our live music scene is out of this world, hosting the area's best local and regional acts. Come in, grab a seat, or enjoy our brand new outside deck featuring beautiful palm trees, comfy seating with a tropical vibe. We're open every day from 10 a.m. till 2 a.m. See you at Beach Barrels, 133rd and Coastal Highway.
Delmarva's hit music station, 102.5 WBOC.
The Lewis Historical Society celebrated a completely restored U.S. life-saving station boathouse. Over the last few years, the Society has reinforced the building's foundation and restored much of its original carpentry. The life-saving station is billed as a step back in time where visitors can immerse themselves in the world of the surfmen who served as members of the United States Life-Saving Service in this building all the way back in the 1880s.
This is part of what Lewis really is and what the whole beach area was about. I mean, I grew up in this area, so yeah, this is part of the history of how everything used to run.
Part of what makes Lewis so interesting is it's got a long, extensive maritime history, and this life-saving station is a big part of that.
And that station is open Thursdays through Saturdays from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m.
We have an update to a story we reported last week. The Ocean Pines Association has reopened this building here, the Racket Center office building, after mold concerns. The association said they ultimately found no signs of mold. Employees there were becoming sick, so that raised concern. Players may check in on the left side of the building following posted signs. However, the warming hut that continues to stay closed until the building is also cleared.
There's going to be a solar eclipse Monday, April 8th, and a key part of viewing that eclipse, of course, having the proper eyewear. So if you still need glasses to protect your eyes, the Milton Public Library has you covered. You may want to hurry, though. You can pick up the glasses at the library only while supplies last.
And let's stay on this eclipse theme. We are bringing back First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahey. You know, one cool thing that we're doing here at Coast TV, our weather QR code. You'll soon see it in just a few moments. If you click on that, it's going to take you to a special section that we have dedicated for the eclipse.
Yeah, that's right, guys, and we're excited about it. Make sure you hover your phone over that QR code. We have the eclipse coming up now in 6 days. That's right, the first total solar eclipse since 2017, and we'll see it go through a similar track, take a similar track like the last one through Texas, into Arkansas, southern Illinois, back through Indiana and New England as well. That will be the path of totality. Will not be a total eclipse for us. I think we're looking about 85%, but that's still pretty good, as we'll see it go right over Texas. You can see the clock ticking here, 1:40 Central Time. It's moving through Texas, Oklahoma, into Missouri. Then around 2 o'clock, it's moving into Illinois. And I'll be right along the lake near Ashtabula, Ohio. It'll be going right over that. So hopefully we've got some cloudless skies. I don't know, it looks a little cloudy. And then it does go into New England after that. And it should be done by about 4:30. But I think we're looking at lots of sunshine. A few clouds are possible as we go into the afternoon. We'll have much more on the eclipse as it gets closer and more on this unsettled forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Also coming up after the break, SpaceX shoots more satellites into orbit. We're telling you why this launch did not take off as expected.
Granary gets the green light. We'll tell you how many homes are planned just outside of Milton. These are the plans that we're showing you, and why not everyone is looking forward to having new neighbors.
And beach replenishment review. We're telling you what DENREC could be discussing at a meeting in Fenwick Island today as beach replenishment once again takes center stage. Coast TV News today. We'll be right back.
Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, Delaware is an award-winning waterfront restaurant serving fresh local seafood. Catch 54 features indoor and outdoor dining and serves beautiful, simple coastal cuisine with house favorites including our signature crab cakes, shrimp and grits, and our famous 54 burger. Catch 54 offers delicious, chef-inspired nightly specials, a raw bar, a Wine Spectator winning wine list and monthly wine dinners, and the best happy hour in town. Catch 54 in Fenwick Island, open 7 days a week. See you soon.
20 years ago, Farmers Bank of Willards opened branches to serve Ocean City and West OC. Now, we're making it official with permanent locations to better serve our customers in Worcester County. While other banks are closing branches, we're banking on Ocean City's future. Sure, we have a world-class app, but sometimes there's no substitute for helpful, friendly people. Announcing our grand opening on 87th Street, North Ocean City, and coming in 2024, West OC on Route 611. Switch to the Farmers Bank of Willards, where people matter.
Give your backyard a cozy enhancement with Patio Systems in Lewis, Delaware. Integrity is the pillar of our craft, with quality craftsmanship to transform your yard or deck into a custom oasis, providing you comfort all year round. Take control of the elements with the Shore's best selection of pergolas, retractable awnings, screen and glass enclosures, and a wide selection of modern decking and railing systems personalized your way. For exceptional workmanship at reasonable prices, contact Patio Systems, your backyard living specialist. Locally owned and operated since 2001.
Our soldiers are heroes who protect our country. But when they come home, it's up to us to help our heroes. Now, during FH Fur's Spring Into Giving campaign, for every $29 cooling system tune-up we perform, we'll donate that amount directly to Wounded Warrior Project. FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical. Call 877-CALL-FUR or visit FHFur.com to schedule your $29 cooling system tune-up. And use hashtag SpringIntoGiving to share how you're giving back.
This is Coast TV News Today.
April 2nd, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Paige Marley.
6:28 is the time on this Tuesday morning. I feel like Bill Murray and Groundhog Day. We have rain again.
Again, yeah. Tomorrow, not looking so hot either. So maybe you can say that, just copy and paste that for tomorrow.
I could maybe just videotape this segment.
Right.
And I can be doing something else.
Yeah, exactly. So if you see us wearing the same outfits tomorrow, that's why. Just kidding. Bob is keeping us updated. We would never think of something. We would never do that. No, we're always with you live. But Bob, right now too, live, you are tracking this rain that's, I was going to say coming our way, but it's here. It seems like it's sticking around.
Yeah, guys, good morning. We have seen the rain fill back in. It was cloudy a little earlier on, and now you can see the rain filling back in across areas of southern Delaware. A little heavier up near the Milford area and Denton and up into Newcastle and Kent counties, but Sussex County seeing a steady rain now, and that also is the case into areas around Maryland, Salisbury, back to Libertytown, Ocean Pines, seeing the rain. And we're also seeing the rain around Easton and Cambridge and the eastern shore, but the heavier rain is farther north, northern Delaware, up into areas around New Jersey, into much of Pennsylvania, seeing the rain, even some thunder right along the Maryland and Pennsylvania border. All that just north of a stationary boundary this morning. We're looking at temperatures in the upper 40s. We have a raw easterly wind, so it's going to continue to be, well, in the 40s with the wind. And I think the steady rain does move out with time by noon into the upper 40s and low 50s. I think we only top out right around 50. That's it for this afternoon, with more light showers and more drizzle into this evening. Here's your UV index brought to us by Ocean City, and it's a whopping 1, so don't need the sunscreen today. But down the road, it looks like we do start to get into the medium range Wednesday through Saturday, especially Thursday. You'll need the sunscreen, a little bit of sunshine, but not a lot in the days to come.
New this morning, the future of beach replenishment in Fenwick Island. DNREC officials are expected to review plans to town officials. This comes after the agency claimed earlier this year it's no longer in a position to shell out the $10 to $15 million needed annually statewide for the projects. DNREC will provide an update on Fenwick Island's business committee meeting. There is extra concern in that coastal community. That's because in 2023, Fenwick Island project was delayed. It took place later than expected.
Also new this morning, Delaware Technical Community College is announcing a new partnership in northern Delaware. It's with William Penn High School. According to the college, it received funding for part of which will go towards a patient care technician nursing pathway program. Up to 15 high school students will be able to secure 12 college credits before graduation. Deltech also says that students will earn workforce credentials that will allow them to take on jobs within the healthcare industry while pursuing a college degree.
After years of discussion, debate, some tweaks, and some votes, a massive development called the Granary at Draper Farm now ready to go and build just outside of Milton. But as a quick note, this development has nothing to do with our CoastTV parent company, Draper Media.
Our CoastTV's Charles Reinert shows us how this new development will, quite literally, change the landscape of the town.
These quiet fields on Sand Hill Road won't be quiet for much longer.
Stop developing Milton and Sussex County, please.
Milton Town Council unanimously gave the green light to the plans for Phase 1 of the Granary housing development, which will build around 1,200 homes over the next 20 to 25 years. They even have plans for a farmer's market.
I hate to see it change because of the charm. In some ways it's good, but most of the problem is the traffic and the amount of people now.
The council did have some questions Monday night, including how previous traffic studies would tie into the construction. The developers have received all the necessary state approvals to break ground, but some wish the town would simply stay the way it is now.
I really don't know what we're going to do with the highways, the handle it, the businesses we have now. And I really hate seeing the farmland go. And the farmland is really going.
The final decision in a long and hotly debated change to the quiet town of Milton. Now that all the discussion is over and all the final decisions have been made, the developers hoping to start building out there in Sand Hill Road sometime this spring. I'm Charles Reinert in Milton, CoastTV News.
And it is now time to take a look at our CoastTV poll. We are asking, how should coastal towns address growth?
All right, still no, I should say some change, not no change, a whole 1% change in our last hour. That's because 91% of you say cap new neighborhoods. 4% of you want to widen the roads. That went down. That was at 5% before. 2% of you increase school funding. Just 1% environmental protections, and 2% build more resources. Okay, well, some options there. Whatever you want to vote for. You can see what most people are voting for, but don't let that sway you. Whatever you're feeling, vote on coasttv.com or our mobile app.
3, 2, 1, ignition. And lift off.
And they're off. As you can see, SpaceX held a Starlink launch Monday. It sent 22 satellites into orbit. The Falcon 9 rocket lifted off from Vandenberg Space Force Base in California at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. SpaceX's previous launch date was set for Saturday, but it was pushed back due to the weekend storm activity.
The judge presiding over Donald Trump's New York hush money case expanded a partial gag order on Monday. This comes following the former president's online statements against the judge's daughter. State Judge Juan Marchand barred Trump from attacking his family members and those of Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg. The judge's daughter is an attorney with clients that include large donors to the Democrat Party. Her firm represents California Democrat House member and Senate candidate Adam Schiff.
On Monday, a U.S. district judge denied Hunter Biden's motions to dismiss federal tax charges he faces in California. It was last year. Biden was hit with 3 felony, 6 misdemeanor tax-related charges. Biden had sought dismissal of the case earlier this year, arguing in part that prosecutors succumbed to political pressure in filing charges. He said that all ill-fated immunity agreements struck with prosecutors last summer remained in effect, and that the charges were brought in an improper venue. He has since pleaded not guilty. Well, by this time next year, Florida could be one of the most lenient states for abortion or the strictest.
As Amy Kiley shows us, the state's high court is letting voters decide which it will be.
Encouraging to hear that they're going to let us choose.
2 new rulings from the Supreme Court of Florida lay out diverging paths for abortion in the state. One lets a 6-week ban take effect May 1st. That's before most people know they're pregnant.
We don't think it's a choice. A child is not a choice, right? A child is a gift.
The other ruling lets voters decide the matter.
We're not saying that anybody has to ideologically align with abortion. We're saying that politicians shouldn't be the determiners of that decision.
Right now, Florida is one of 7 states with bans between 6 and 18 weeks. Voters could override the current law and the new one with a ballot measure this November. It would enshrine abortion rights in the state constitution.
This amendment goes far, far beyond where most Floridians would land on the issue and is extreme in its scope.
Florida's Attorney General argues the ballot item is unclear and therefore should be invalid. The state's high court disagrees.
This isn't a cut and dry partisan issue. It's healthcare. And people are tired of seeing politicians involved in their healthcare at all. They just want to go to their doctor's office.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
More news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Still coming up, Easter is over, but you can still attend an egg hunt this weekend in Georgetown. We're telling you what else is expected at the event for your young ones.
And the highly anticipated rematch in Women's March Madness. We got the big offensive game by all-everything Caitlin Clark. She powered her team to the Final Four. Stay with us on CoastTV News today.
Bright yellow dandelions, a clear signal that the time for prevention is now, for crabgrass and clover are soon to follow. Hillside Lawn Service has been making lawns around the Chesapeake healthier and weed-free for over 30 years. They don't mow it, they grow it. Hillside certified agronomists test your soil, apply exactly what it needs and nothing it doesn't. Their high-efficiency formulas help protect our waterways. Switch to Hillside now and get $25 off their annual maintenance program. Call Hillside Lawn Service for your free assessment.
We are Active Pest Solutions, Delmarva's pest control experts. As temperatures rise, so does pest activity. If you don't protect your home, you're at risk of a pest infestation. Get 365-day protection from common household pests with our Proactive Pest Plan. With termites, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
For one of the fastest response times in the industry, call 302-645-1502 for a free evaluation. Active Pest Solutions, Delmarva's pest control experts.
Visit Tyndall's Casual Furniture, where comfort meets style and quality meets affordability. And affordability doesn't mean you have to compromise on quality. We are Delmarva's exclusive dealer for Pollywood, the name you know and trust. Pollywood dining sets start at only $9.95, fully assembled and backed by a 20-year warranty. We're also proud to carry made-in-the-USA brands like Casual Comfort and Telescope Casual. Plus, we have a wide selection of wicker by Northcape, all made with aluminum frames. So shop today with the local experts at Tyndall's Casual Furniture in Laurel and Lewis.
For me, working for a company that is so involved in the community means consistency, integrity, and it means success. My favorite part of working at Avery Hall is we're like a family. And when the client walked out and said, "You're a breath of fresh air, I love your aura," that made me feel like I educated the client and I gave them the information needed to make a logical decision. I'm Tracy Jones, Account Executive with Avery Hall Insurance.
It is exactly 6:39 on this cloudy, damp Tuesday morning. Tidal Health Cam. Yeah, you've got the rain in Seaford, and you're not alone. We've got rain for much of Delmarva, even heavier rain up into Kent County around Milford. While in Sussex County, it's pretty much light to moderate rain from Seaford to the coast, and from Salisbury to Ocean Pines, we've got the rain as well. It looks like the back edge of the rain moving through the eastern shore right now, so it looks like another hour or so of this rain, and then it does taper off a little bit with the heavier rain to the north, even some thunderstorms into Pennsylvania. We've got temperatures in the upper 40s, kind of bundle up this morning. It is a raw morning, especially with an easterly wind, so not the best day as we go into your second day of April. Boardwalk forecast, not a perfect day to walk on the boardwalk. Looking at the drizzle, light rain, temperatures in the 40s and lower 50s. Pick up the phone. Another way to get your forecast is the CoastTV First Alert weather line. Call 443-880-9100. It's sponsored by Baird, Mendalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
The Worcester County Fire Marshal's Office has determined a house fire in Ocean Pines was caused by arson. The fire happened on the night of March 29th on the 700 block of Ocean Parkway. Responders arrived to find smoke coming from a single-story home, and crews found a small fire in the bedroom. It was then reported by crews that a man was still inside that home when they got there. He did get out of the house on his own without getting hurt. Fire officials now say the investigation has confirmed that fire in the bedroom was set on purpose. Criminal charges are now being pursued.
This morning, a Georgetown man is facing several felony theft charges after being arrested on Sunday. According to Delaware State Police, 36-year-old Adam Prettyman is the suspect in this case. It was on March 29th. Troopers were called to a home in the 800 block of West Evans Road in Felton. Victim, a 62-year-old owner of a construction company, claims that tools were stolen from a house that was being renovated. The police investigation led them to an employee of the victim, and according to the troopers, Prettyman had pawned the stolen tools. He now faces several theft charges, including falsifying business records and selling stolen property. Prettyman was arraigned by the Justice of the Peace Court 7 and released on an unsecured bond.
Are you looking for some extra help or maybe some guidance while navigating retirement? This Friday, the Sussex County Vet Center in Georgetown is hosting a financial readiness presentation. This will cover various tools to help you throughout retirement. Also, participants will be educated on some basic terms related to finances to make navigating retirement as smooth as possible. The presentation's happening at 11 a.m.
After losing 2 of 3 in Cincinnati, the Nationals were back in D.C. Monday was the home opener of the 2024 season at Nationals Park. Nats taking on a Pirates team that had won its first 4 games. Nationals were down 3-1 in the 7th. That is until Riley Adams does that. 2-run tater to left. We are tied at 3, but that lead would not, or the tie, that would not last because the next inning, Brian Hayes drives it into the corner. This scores Michael A. Taylor, putting the Nationals down 4-3. All Pirates from this point on in the later innings here. Brian Reynolds doubles with the bases loaded in the 9th. The Nats lose 8-4. The Pirates, they are 5-0 for the first time since 1983.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
And the rematch certainly fit the billing. Iowa, LSU, playing for a spot in the Final Four. Let's jump right into the second corner. Tight one in the first half, 90 seconds to go. Hawkeyes down 2. Caitlin Clark behind the back, laying it up and in. Iowa ties it at 41. 6.4 remaining in the second. Tigers down 2. Flaw J. Johnson hits the spinning layup before the horn. She led the Tigers with 23. Game tied at 45 at the break, so we go to the third quarter. Hawkeyes up 3. Clark got in her bag. The sidestep on Haley Van Lith, draining that 3 from Schenectady. Moments later, Clark from Utica, book it. And then with Angel Reese on her, has the mid-range. That's no fun. Step back 3, that's more like it. Part of a 15-3 run, Clark becomes D1's all-time leader in threes. Later in the third, Tigers down 13. Reese, the layup off the steal. The Baltimore native with 17 points, 20 boards, and 3 blocks. LSU down 11. Fourth quarter. Hawkeyes up 8. The matriarch of March just keeps pouring them in. Clark with 41 points, 12 assists, and 7 rebounds. Iowa avenges last year's final loss with a 94-87 win to advance a second straight Final Four. The Hawkeyes now face UConn in search of back-to-back championship trips. That's it for sports. Have a great day, everybody.
Here's what's happening today at 4 on Coast Life. You share your problems, we break them down, and try to give you advice during our great debate. And a delicious deal at Iron Hill Brewery is around for a limited time. I'm telling you what on the menu are my faves. That and more today at 4 on Coast Life.
Boy, whatever Paige was eating, that looked delicious. Our weather, not delicious. We're seeing our Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam looking through the clouds and the rain right now. It is a drizzly, showery day and then possibly severe later Wednesday with a cold front. I'll track it all in Futurecast and talk about impacts as well coming up in 2 minutes.
Illuminations by Bellaterra. Customize your lighting vision with the only certified outdoor lighting designer in the state of Delaware. Aesthetics and functionality are key components utilized in our designs, increasing property value, beauty, safety, and security. Whether you're adding mood lighting to a patio space or improving visibility, Illuminations by Bellaterra will deliver exceptional lighting installations that will impress every time the sun goes down.
Call today to see how Illuminations by Bellaterra can light up your life.
Helping people is why I became an attorney. I'm Kelly Geloff of the Law Offices of Tunnel and Razor, and I handle personal injury cases. When I meet with clients, they're usually in pain due to their injuries and overwhelmed by their situation. They come to me because they need someone to help. As your attorney, I will strive to have you feel less stressed and be the voice you need to get you the compensation you deserve. And you'll have me and my entire staff to help you through the legal process. Trust us to be your voice.
Taking you back to the decade of neon colors, big hair, and of course, great music. Join me, April, every morning at 8 a.m. on 107.1 The Duck as I play some of your favorite tunes from back in the day. It's April's Awesome 80s, sponsored by Easton Auto Care and Denton Auto Care and Tire.
Weather brought to you by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, dedicated to excellence in Delaware and Maryland.
At Coastal Comfort, we know there's no place like home. That's why we're committed to ensuring total comfort for a totally happy home. As a premier Carrier factory authorized dealer, we're dedicated to providing reliable service and the best savings. Like now, through the end of May, with purchase of a qualified Carrier system, you can instantly receive up to $1,900 off. You could also qualify for up to $2,000 in federal tax credit. Coastal Comfort, a Carrier factory authorized dealer serving Maryland and Delaware. Carrier, turn to the experts.
It's now 6:46 on your Tuesday morning. We are going to take a live look right now at Rehoboth Beach. Brighter than I thought, Bob. I wasn't expecting a real beautiful sunrise with the clouds, the rain, the haze, but I mean, there it is. Sun's coming up.
Yeah, we'll take what we can get, right, Paige? Yeah, no, it is gloomy out there, but at least we're seeing some daylight now at 6:47 in the morning. So what to expect? Well, we're looking at on and off rain again today, and basically through Wednesday. And at times it will be a soaking rain. And we also have the threat for severe weather later Wednesday. Could see strong winds, some hail, maybe an isolated tornado. And notice a QR code right here. We have a special QR code for the solar eclipse that's coming up in just 6 days. Right now, it looks like a few clouds are possible, and that QR code will take you to a place on our webpage for special articles as we look forward to the eclipse coming up here next Monday. Right now, boy, if we had the eclipse, you wouldn't see it. We're socked in with the clouds and the rain continuing to move from west to east across the area. Heavier showers right now farther to the north into Kent County. Sussex County, you're in the rain, some heavier rain around Milton. Everybody else, well, some light to moderate rain. That's also the case into Salisbury, back through Pittsville and Newark as well. And now we're seeing the back edge of this kind of rain shield moving through the eastern shore right now. So trapped through Cambridge, you're drying out, but still seeing the rain in Hurlock and heavier rain northern Delaware up through Jersey into Pennsylvania, even some thunderstorms around Hagerstown, Maryland. So I think we'll see the steady rain begin to move out, but still some of that rain could sag to the south with time as we're looking at more rain, more storminess along a front. Eventually, low pressure and a cold front could bring us severe weather tomorrow, but we're watching the rain this morning. It will be another damp day, a chilly easterly wind. Temperatures only near 50 this afternoon with drizzle and light rain, pretty much a carbon copy of yesterday. Tonight, still more rounds of showers, maybe a rumble of thunder. Then we move into Wednesday. We see a change here now. In the morning, it's an easterly wind. Temperatures in the 40s, near 50 with some showers. But then by the afternoon, the winds turn to the south. We warm into the mid 60s and we get enough dynamics in place. We could see a line of strong showers and thunderstorms and maybe severe. Right now, this model is downplaying it, but certainly watching for that potential severe weather. Otherwise, wind shift to the northwest. It gets much chillier on Thursday. 30s in the morning, highs only into the 50s, and some instability showers. It's a level 2 tomorrow. Severe threat from the Storm Prediction Center across Delmarva. You see that yellow shading. That's a slight risk. A low chance of tornadoes, but a moderate risk of heavy rain, wind damage, and large hail as well. So we'll be watching that carefully. And we could tack on another 3/4 to over an inch of rain. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. We go from yellow alert today to code red tomorrow afternoon for the stronger storm, 65. Lingering showers Thursday, and then chilly 50s into the weekend. Overnight lows really dipping into the 30s by early Friday. You'll want to protect your plants into the weekend with a dry weekend and the eclipse weather, 63 and a few clouds.
Bob, thank you so much. If you have an artist in the family, the Delaware State Parks Youth Art Contest is opening up soon. So what are they looking for? Well, they want you to craft what's called a mixed media monster or creature. Using upcycled materials, the piece should symbolize the impact of plastic pollution on the Earth's ecosystem. Registration is now open. There are 4 different age groups ranging from 3 years old to 18 years old. Winners will take home a spring adventure pack valued at $100. And we have a link to that contest on CoastTV.com.
Easter was Sunday, but one community's egg hunt has hopped, see what we did there, to a different weekend. Sorry about that. Georgetown Chamber of Commerce rescheduled its egg hunt from earlier in March. That was due to rain. So it will now be held this Saturday, April 6th, at Revelation Craft Brewery on South Bedford Street. Get this, there will be face painting, story time, free cotton candy page,
nice,
train rides, and more. This is all from noon to 2. Powerball jackpot surpasses $1 billion. It now stands at an estimated $1.09 billion to be exact. There were no winners in Monday night's drawing. 6 tickets did match the first 5 numbers, and those winners got $1 million each. Powerball tickets cost $2. The next drawing is Wednesday night. I need to get mine.
Same here. Hey, it's now 6:51. Let's check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And our coastal pet of the day is ready to root for his home teams on Delmarva. On your screen right now is Benny. He loves this time of year. That's when all his favorite baseball teams are in action. You can catch Benny cheering for the Orioles and Nationals. Apparently, the Phillies do top his list. Benny was submitted to us by Tammy in Seaford.
He is so unproblematic. He is just going to root for whoever, and I think I'm going to do the same as Benny this year. Actually, I'm not rooting for the Phillies.
I was going to say.
Never mind. I can't be as good as Benny.
Send your emails. That's
yes.
Paige at page.com.
Page at page.com. I wish. Don't try to access that. I don't know where it'll take you. All right. Don't forget to send us more photos of your pets. Tell us what makes them so special.
Yep. Scan that QR code top of your screen. You can submit your furry friends to Coast TV News and watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
I wish my favorite baseball team was playing well. Well, they haven't won yet this year, the Mets. All right, here's Rehoboth Beach. We're looking at the rain and sun settled today. We do have that potential for severe weather Wednesday. The weekend doesn't look too bad, but it will be on the chilly side. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up next.
At Atlantic General Hospital, we've been busy. Busy expanding healthcare services that are second to none in our region. From cancer care and women's health services to orthopedics, gastroenterology, and more, we provide advanced health technologies delivered by top providers. Expert care every day. It's what you can count on from Atlantic General Hospital.
We traveled the country and the world looking for cool gems and antiques just for you, bringing a unique collection of items for the most interesting store at the beach. Here at Buddhas and Beads, we also buy estate jewelry, costume jewelry, gold and silver, or any antiques. We're always looking to build our collection. We buy one piece or an entire estate. We got a super cool shop, great prices, and we pay the most for your gold and silver. Come on in to Buddhas and Beads on Rehoboth Avenue.
My daughter was beginning to struggle with substance use disorder. Felt like somebody cut my heart out. Her dream was to open a house to help other women recover. When we do our groundbreaking, I hear like at 6:30 in the morning. Nobody's here except one guy in a suit walking through the field. He says, Kevin, David Trone, nice to meet you. For every person who is suffering from substance use disorder, there is no bigger champion.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
Transform your bathroom into a haven of luxury with Baths by Spicer Brothers. Call today for your free consultation. We'll work around your hectic schedule with evening, Saturday, and even same-day appointments available.
And right now, receive 50% off installation, a free shower door upgrade, and a free deluxe shower head. Plus, enjoy your new shower now and pay later with no interest and no payments for 18 months.
With Baths by Spicer Brothers, quality is our promise, and your satisfaction is our guarantee. So before you sign, keep Baths by Spicer Brothers in mind.
16 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
It is 6:54. It's time for some things you need to know before you go. Ships can now pass through the wreckage in Baltimore and access the Baltimore Harbor. Maryland Governor Wes Moore held a news conference yesterday to provide some updates, making it clear the priority is to recover the 4 remaining victims of the collapse and to open alternate channels for vessels trying to navigate around the wreckage site. Governor Moore also declared that the Francis Scott Key Bridge will be rebuilt.
There's something that we like here on Delmarva. Blue crab season in full swing in Maryland. It includes the Atlantic Ocean off of the Worcester County coast, as well as the coastal bays, the Chesapeake Bay and its tidal tributaries. To protect diamondback terrapins, crabbers must use pots with turtle reduction devices. These tools prevent the turtles from getting caught in the traps with the crabs.
The future of beach replenishment in Fenwick Island is up ahead. DNREC officials expected to review plans to town officials. This comes after the agency claimed earlier this year it's no longer in a position to shell out the $10 to $15 million needed statewide for these projects. DNREC will provide an update at Fenwick Island's business committee meeting. There's extra concern in that coastal community. It was in 2023. Fenwick Island's project was delayed, and then it took place later than expected. Well, a new study suggests that dogs can understand certain words refer to specific objects.
In the study, 18 dog owners said words for objects their dogs already knew.
Then the owners held up either the matching object or a different one, while an EEG measured the dog's brain activity.
Yeah, that's interesting. Scientists observed a difference in the brain activity in a majority of the dogs when they were shown an object that matched with the word compared to the one that didn't. The authors said the resulting brain activity was the same as those produced by humans in similar experiments.
I'd like to see a study done why my dog listens to my fiance and not me.
Oh, Paige, I've heard you talk about this.
Yeah.
I would love to get the results of that study.
Me too, Ziggy. It's coming for you. But as we move on, don't want to scare him right now. It's 6:56. Time for a quick look at your forecast.
Yeah, we got one final check with First Alert meteorologist Bob Tri.
Yeah, my dog's always perked up when I said stick, squirrel, rope, treat, things like that. Anyway, it's going to be wet if you're walking your four-legged friend this morning. Looking at showers, drizzle, temperatures in the 40s, only getting into the low 50s. Some places not even getting out of the 50s. Yellow alert day, at least a half an inch of rain today. Paul Davis 10-day forecast. We do have a code red for Wednesday afternoon for potentially severe weather. 65, we'll be watching that, and then cooler Thursday, 56. Chilly into the weekend with highs in the 50s. Overnight lows in the 30s beginning Friday morning. Could be a little frosty. Eclipse weather looking good, 63, and then even warmer after that as we get into more spring-like warmth, guys.
Looking forward to that, Bob. Thank you, and thank you all for joining us on Coast TV News today.
And the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
We'll be back with Coast TV Midday at 11, so stick around.
Until then, have a great Tuesday morning, everybody.